Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back here live and ready to go. So we're going to jump right back into our winners match here. It's going to be Mihu versus Chow G. Should be an exciting one. Both really strong players. Two Chinese players that are probably pretty familiar with each other as well. They probably played some matches in the past. I would assume a lot of matches against each other, hitting each other in tournaments. So I wonder if there'll be some type of meta game going on here. Will it get tricky? We know we're very familiar with Mihu's style, very aggressive. It seems that Chow G likes the same between 12 nexus, gateways, or just going, the fastest DT as possible. We'll see what's in store in this match. I think it's going to be an exciting one.
Yeah, I think if anyone can stop Mihu, it's going to be someone like QiaoGege, who will perhaps know the holes in his play that he can attempt to exploit. So this is going to be a great match.
And we're going to be starting our game on Retro, and I believe our players are ready. So let's jump into this game. Mihu, Chow G, Game 1, Retro, let's do it. All right, and spawning in the bottom left, it is Mihu. And his opponent in the bottom right, it is Chow G. All right, Retro, much larger map, 4 players here. I wonder if that will trigger Chow G to do something like a 12 Nexus right off the bat.
Oh yeah, I wonder what Mihu does against the 12 Nexus, because it was a 3-player map where he went 12 Nexus last time, wasn't it? And he sort of mixed it into the series. Do you open a series with the 12 Nexus, or do you not? Do you want to do that more towards the middle of the series? I don't know.
I think it's fine. I think opening up sometimes a little bit, differently. Not that 12 Nexus is so different, but opening up with something that's a little more aggressive or different can definitely mess with your opponent, kind of set the meta for the matchup, kind of say, hey, you never know what I'm going to do. So I think that's totally okay. I mean, we only have a best of 3, and oh boy, right there it is. There's the pro being queued. Chow G says, come get me, Mihu. I know you like to be aggressive. You're going to have to be, because I'm going with the 12 Nexus.
I think it's you Protosses that have the hive mind after all, not the Zergs. You just know. Wow. This is going to be interesting. I think the pathing on this map is quite interesting as well, because of that way that the natural path between the bases has a couple of ramps on it. I wonder if that plays into how this 12 Nexus goes or not.
Yeah, I don't think when Chow G scouts, he's going to be too happy. I think he's going to be like, oh no, like, you're pretty close.
Well, he's going to be like, oh no, I didn't get the 33% chance of the cross spawns.
Yeah, he really wants that, but at the same time, Mihu is scouting the wrong way. So that'll give Chow G a little bit of relief that Mihu will not be able to guess where he is right away, and find out that he is going 12 Nexus and immediately counter it. So I wonder what variation he'll go with this time. Will he go with that Forge variation? Will he go double gate goon? Definitely, we see another depot back there from him. Okay, we're going to go with the gas there.
Yeah, perhaps unlike against UltrA, QiaoGege is going to know what Mihu's preferred response to a 12 Nexus is. So perhaps that affects his decision on the follow-up that he chooses here.
Yeah, that may be the case, right? That's a really good point. He may say, okay, like, I know I've played with Mihu before. I know what kind of style he likes to play, so that may affect the way he opens here. Ooh, I think he went to build that core and didn't have enough money, but there he goes. He's got it now.
Okay, so it's still going to be a little while before Mihu knows, and he's going to have 3. I guess 3's your standard kind of number of Marines that you make early game as in a TVP, isn't it? I don't know if it would. Perhaps it would be useful for him to be able to make more now if he wants to bust, but otherwise, I guess he might just respond with his own fast CC.
Yeah, I think 3 is fine. I think he's going to put the CC down. I mean, he's just scouting it now so late, so having less scout, I think, is going to be a big deal for him.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this Zealot versus SUV. Oh, this is such good control from QiaoGege. Wow.
QiaoGege almost getting it, man. He almost got it.
So that's 2 Zealots before the Goon, so there's a window for the Vulture, isn't there? Perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, we do see Mihu moving out. We'll see if he can get here. I think it'll be fine if he delays with the Zealots and the Dragoon will come out. It shouldn't be an issue. Wow, there we go. Getting after
Nice
it.
shot. So no range starting yet. I guess he doesn't have the money yet.
Gonna have to pull these probes away so he doesn't lose too many, right? Like, the key here is to not lose too many probes. As long as he saves the probes and forces Mihu back out, he should be fine.
I guess once you start losing probes, I guess you can no longer afford to lose the Nexus. I'm not sure I understand the dynamics completely, but
100%. If you're going to surrender the Nexus, you cannot lose any of the probes. Like, you need it. That's your advantage there. The other problem is that, oh no, he sees the Dragoon go out, so he's going back in. Good block by Chow G, but this Vulture going to get in. Dragoon not quite out. It's probably going to get 2 or 3 kills here on probes. 1 probe down. 2. Okay, 2. Not the worst ever.
nice targeting.
4. Yeah, it was very good targeting. Not the worst there for him. Oh, another one. Another probe goes down.
Man, and another.
The only thing that I worry about here for Mihu is that we lost those 2 Vultures and we didn't have any mines down. Now we do over there, but we didn't get any mines out of those. I mean, the first one is fine. Maybe the second one was a little ambitious, but I guess not a major factor.
I guess a lot hinges on how quick the Robo is then, in terms of what Joe can stop Mihu from doing. Is that an observatory? Maybe no, it's just one. Oh wow! Okay.
Right in the Speed Shuttle Reaver, gonna go blind Reaver here, gonna push the pace, not worried, gonna sit back and defend, and then just go in with the Reaver, which I think is fine. Mihu obviously getting his eBay up, he'll have it in time, but not bad here from Chow G to try to get in. Blind Reaver comes very fast, around 7 minutes. It should be out. 6:30 at its fastest, but we'll see.
So I guess Mihu's gonna know Chow Gege's playstyle pretty well as well. So I wonder if he's gonna be expecting this quick Reaver response. And I wonder if he can make the most of there being quite late observers as well and actually nick a third. Perhaps he doesn't want to really take that risk.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows about the observers out. He's probably still wondering what the tech quite is. He's probably guessing Robo. Is it Robo Observer or is it Robo Reaver? I guess we're going to have to see where we're at. Armory coming down. Mihu going to get right into that. No problem. Academy as well. Has good turrets up. I mean, there is a gap over those factories, but he does have units there. So, should be okay. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw one more. Oh, and there it is. The patented Mihu. 4 factories, man.
Nice.
Now, a good way to block this 4-fac is by using your Reavers. So if you can get your Reavers out there and you can just block. Okay, let's see what he can do here before I say any more. Flies in, flies away.
And he still hasn't technically revealed what's in it either. And he hasn't shown speed.
Hasn't shown speed, hasn't shown much. Coming back in now that he does have speed, so he can micro a little better. Uh-oh, but he's going to be flying into a turret. Oh, no! Fonger, this may be a disaster.
Oh, he made it through, but he's got to kill off the Marines or they're going to finish it. Oh, boy.
Okay, let's see what he decides to do.
Heads.
Okay, good, and he's going to go down here. If he drops it right next to the tank, he should just target the SCVs down.
Good
Gets
shot.
a pretty big shot.
Great shot.
Not too bad, probably about... I didn't see the number before. It looked like to me 5 to 7 SCVs went down there.
Wow.
But that's a big investment. Speed shuttle, 2 zealots for that much. I don't know if it was the strongest of trades, you know?
Yeah, it's rough. He's well ahead on workers against QiaoGege here, though. But he's 3 gateways, I think, against 4 factories, and he's taken a third. So it's going to be a bit of a window again where he's.
Yeah, once QiaoGege scans, I think that. Oh no.
Oh.
He must not have range yet, I don't think. Once no, he does. I'm surprised I walked into it. Once we scan the low number of gateways, I think we're just going to move out. We lost the Reaver. There can only be 1, right? Like, we don't got to get too crazy or too panicky. We can just, Yeah, see, he scans the gateway count, sees 4. He goes, well, good news. Your 4th one just came in. I have 4 factories, so there's no way you can just run me over here. All right, targeting that tank. Tank kind of glitching out a little bit. Oh, man, is he going to get caught here?
That was a nice delay, but yeah, this getting sandwiched here is lovely for Mihu.
Yeah, Mihu probably feeling pretty good about this right here, right? Gonna get into a good spot to attack. Gonna push in. I just don't know if there's enough production for Chow GG, man. 4 factories or 4 gateways, I feel like that's just asking a lot.
Yeah,
and here we go. Tank's getting shots off. Targeting that shuttle down, and it goes down. Shuttle down, Reaver down. Only goons left here, transferring to the 3rd. Mihu picking up more information, but I don't know, man. Can he hold?
Repair.
And there it is.
Repair on that tank. He repaired through all the goon fire.
Wow, man. And you know what? It's kind of what we expect of Mihu, right? Like, he's going to be aggressive. He's going to put the 4 factories down. He's going to get after it. Chow GG sacrificed the first Reaver to get in there, but didn't get enough damage. And then Mihu's like, you know what? No problem. I'm coming for you, man. I'm just going to come with the 4 factories, and I'm going to run you over.
Great sort of identification. He just knows once he lost the Reaver. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was greedy, took 3rd base, you know, lost the Reaver. All triggers for him to kind of just press in. So Mihu takes a 1-0 lead there. I wonder if Chow GG will pick a 2-player map, or if we're going to see him pick something different so he can do something a little bit different for everything.
I want to see me a proxy gate.
Oh, okay. So you want the 2-player map proxy gate.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I like that. You know, I like to be aggressive. One of my favorite styles is to kind of do those things. So, who knows? We're seeing our stats here from our 2 players. Mihu, obviously, we've talked about him before, just a monster across all the matchups. That's why he has all that champion down the side. But I wonder what map QiaoGege will pick. Oh, we're going to a 2-player map. Fonger, you talked about it. You got it. We're gonna hopefully we'll see a proxy gate. All right, Invader definitely can get crazy. We'll see what QiaoGege has in store. I believe our players are ready. So let's dive into game number 2 here. All right, spawning in the top left. It is our Chinese Terran. It is Mihu. And in the bottom right, it is our Protoss, Chow GG. I always get nervous. I'm saying the players' names wrong, man. I'm like, oh no, hopefully that's right, because it's such a different thing. But we're doing our best out here.
It sounds good to me. That sounds like that's how it should be pronounced. Also, he's been very kind to us. To be fair, he's just made his name Joe, which is brilliant. So we've got the option for that. But yeah.
We can make a mistake by going with Joe. I like it.
Oh, he's going to do the gas steal again, isn't he, with that timing on the probe?
Yeah, I guess we're just going to see the same thing he did here against UltrA, where he's just going to gas steal and then maybe go for a gateway Nexus, if that's your preferred style. Maybe he's worried. I mean, walling is an option on this map. So, you know, that definitely could be tricky. You don't want that running into that. But I do like the proxy gateway. I do like the aggression there, but hey, Chow GG, super strong player. He'll know what to do.
So identical to the Ultra game so far, isn't it? And it looks like it's an 11 gas.
Oh.
Okay.
So you saw a 133.
Oh,
so that means he canceled an SCV to get that down there, right? So he'll know he did that. He'll recognize that. Gonna keep harassing this SCV. Yeah, see, it forces him to take the gas. He can't play the style that he wanted because the fact that he cut that SCV. So he doesn't want to play the style that he had versus factory opening.
Yeah, so it looks like Mihu really did value that factory opening as well. Cutting the SCV.
Yeah, definitely a good response. See a lot of professional Terrans do the way. You know, Korean Terrans will just cut that SCV and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this factory down. I don't want to play a game where you're gas stealing against me. So let's just get into it. I'll cut that early SCV and force you to play, kind of throw you off a little bit.
This probe being so annoying, yeah. He does see the core, he sees the gas.
Yeah, he said, all right, well, you turn into a standard game here. Nothing too crazy.
No, Zealot even. Interesting, okay.
Yeah, I think he just knows he's going to play a standard opener. Just going to go with the core, non-stop, pro production, not a big deal. I think that's totally fine of a selection for him. Nothing crazy out of Mihu. We see the one on gas, probably just going to play super standard again. You know, as Mihu, when you're so strong in these matchups, like, you know, I guess you feel like you don't got to take any risks, right? Like, why should you be the player doing anything wild? Just play standard, get it out there, make it happen.
Yeah. It looks like Mihu's got heaps of information though. He knows exactly what's going on, and so I'm guessing he just goes for his own expansion as well. Then no sense really going for a one-base play here.
Yeah, no sense now at this point, right? He took the SCVs off the gas. He's feeling pretty confident. He's feeling really good. He's just gonna continue to press with a normal build, right? Like, take a CC. It's not too far behind the Nexus. It'll be okay. Oh, going straight for an add-on though. No Vulture this game. We've seen his Vulture just be so effective. But he said, you know, I'm going to mix it up myself a little bit this game.
Yeah, I wonder what the follow-up is here. Do we see a Robo maybe before the gateway, if he knows that it's an expansion?
He could do that. Could go Robo. I think that'd be fine if you went for like a 4-minute Robo. That'd be a really standard type of build where you delay range, get the Robo, get your Observer out, and check what's going on. I don't think that would be a problem at all.
We see Siege first as well. You kind of expect Siege first here, I guess. No, okay.
Yeah, you can't jump in that quick, man. I told you the curse, man. The curse. You can't go there. You gotta let him decide first, you know.
I'll just keep talking then, and then you'll know exactly what he's going to do by substitution or whatever.
Yeah, just go the opposite way.
he's managed to completely skip building a bunker. I think that's really cool. He's gotten away with it.
Yeah, got away with it. That's going to make him feel good. Going to be able to really push his build to be a little bit stronger here.
Oh, look at that.
Dude,
Commander squad
just crazy, man. Just knows what's going on here. Not going to let him get anything out. I'm not quite sure what these 1 tank and 4 Marines are really going to do here. Maybe he's looking to press up and just get the Vulture behind. That would seem to make sense to try to just run by. But Chow G, not a fool, man. He's like, yeah, I've been here before. I know what's going on. So
he was going to expand with that probe, wasn't he? That was the reason the probe went down there.
Ooh. Okay.
It's like Chow G is sort of respecting the possibility of some kind of play like that by leaving most of his goons at home.
Yeah, I mean, the double ramp, you got to be careful, right? This game much more standard out of Chow G, probably the most standard that we've seen from him, right? Like 2-gate, Robo, I think Observer. I think he's looking to just play into a mid-game here with Mihu. He's like, all right, I'm just going to take a third on time, right? 6:30 would be the perfect time. It was 6:15, but 6:30 to 6:30 is fine for this third. He'll put it up now. Just have enough goons to stop any early pressure. Nothing too crazy.
What do you think about the positioning of the third? Is it's a better position up there, would you say, than the pocket third that's on the low ground?
I personally like that one better. Just because you kind of can defend in the middle there, right? Like you kind of already, not that you're gonna have that bottom ramp to deal with. Where if Terran press against you early, you're dealing with that ramp where those vultures are coming down, and then all of a sudden it's like mayhem. Like, you know, you're trying to fight against them, seeing what's going on. So I think that's a fine third to take. Force Terran to come through the middle of the map in an opening, right? You could fight on the ramps yourself. This map just gets a little bit weird and a little bit harder to play into the mid game to late because of how ramp it is, how closed it is. There's not really good areas to get good surrounds in here. Like, I would love to see like a 3-base carrier type of game here, because it just, where do you engage Terran on this map? I'm not quite sure.
And Mihu's still on the 2 factories here. I wonder if that indicates he's going to pop down a third in his main before he increases that factory count.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to move out a little bit. Maybe start securing that third base, or kind of secure that area below it, so that he can just take it and then just go into a crazy factory count. Oh, or not, or I say that and we're gonna do the opposite as per usual. You know how that goes. Like, why would we listen to us? You know?
Yeah, yeah. He does it on purpose. He delays a little bit and then does that.
He's listening to the cast himself. He's like, oh, they said that. Oh, well,
Yeah.
I got him. Now this is what can't happen
how
though, right,
efficient
Fonger? Right? You can't. Oh no!
Oh, the timing!
No!
What a
there's-
position!
This is what can't happen though. I mean, he had an observer there. I guess he missed it. You can't allow Terran to get onto the map like this and press you, right? Like, now he's set up. He has siege tanks. He has mines down. Like, this is going to be a hard position to break with 5 siege tanks and marines to soak up damage. I mean, oh my god.
He did not want that fight, did he?
No, the targeting on those goons was insane, man. That's one thing that Mihu does. Like, sometimes you look at fights, you're like, man, how'd this guy win that? If you notice, like, he has 2 tanks firing on one goon and 2 on the other. Like, he fights incredibly well.
Yeah, because the splash takes out the tiny bit of health that's left over, does it there?
Yep, wow. Exactly. And now, if you're Chow GG, you're like, oh my goodness, this is misery. I lost a ton of probes, even though he's up 2 workers. You're on 2 bases here. I mean, I lost the Nexus itself. Like, how are you going to get back into this? Mihu's just feeling really good.
He's kind of last hurrah almost. These four goons out of the map there, or at least looking for some kind of crazy damage, isn't he? Because or crazy damage, like he wants to intercept something to get some damage back. Because there's just no good way to engage into these tanks, I don't think.
Yeah, I think he was cut reinforcements and kill this army, right? Like, at least get the tank count down.
Oh yeah.
By actually killing some of this stuff.
That'd be nice.
But,
yeah, he was really forced into that engagement earlier into the tanks, wasn't he? But there was no good way to go.
Oh no, Fonger, no. Not that I'm cheering for Protoss out here, but you know I am.
Yeah. 7, 8, 9. I might be one off there, but that's 9 now, surely. Wow.
Yeah, it has to clear these mines before he can take this next base. So definitely a little bit of a struggle here.
I think it's 5 factories in the main of Mihu now. I think he's properly sort of pushing on with this. He's not too concerned about rushing a 3rd.
Yeah, he knows. I think he's probably scanned the gateway count again. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to keep this pressure on. You haven't tech. There's no zealot speed. There's no arbiter. Like, I'm just going to keep solidifying this position, and I'm eventually going to, you know, just get it.
Yeah. There are 2 gates in QiaoGege's main. I'm wondering if those are for arbiters or carriers. Must be carriers, I guess.
Must be carriers, right? Like, we don't see a Citadel. Citadel would have gone down before the Stargate. But, I mean, this position's getting tougher and tougher. QiaoGege is setting up from 3 different areas so that he can attack. But it's pure goon, man. Like, the mines, these pylon walls, like, I mean, I don't know if he's going to be able to bust this.
The wall there at the natural, so good for Mihu there as well.
Oh my god, it's blue
wow.
soup, and G is called from Chow GG. Mihu just flexing his muscles, man, saying, you know I got this, you know I'm strong, I'm coming for you, pressure, pressure, pressure.
Clinical. Beautiful.
Yeah, I thought that Chow GG's build was fine, the game played super standard, but he missed the move out, and it allowed Mihu to get on the map and just be able to set up. Once you do that, and on top of it, you lose your probe transfer. Definitely difficult. So Mihu will advance into the round of 8. Congrats to him. I don't think that's a big surprise for this group. I think we all knew that he was going to probably be coming out in first place. He is probably the strongest player here, so he'll be waiting. But now we have up Hawk versus Ultra. I think this will be a really, really good matchup, man. I think it's going to be really solid between these 2.
This is going to be nuts, and opening up on retro as well, so all sorts of funny pathways for things to go. Run into lurkers, you know, lose 20 marines in an instant. Yeah, I don't know who I favour here. Who do you reckon?
Hawk, super strong ZVT, man, but Ultra also good TVZ. I think this is one of those that can go either way. Either player could win, so... Hold up. Sorry, 1 second.
I'm hoping to see some 8 Raxes this series anyway. And then the winner of that will face Chow GG in the loser bracket finals.
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I think whoever wins this has a game ahead of them, right, with Chow GG, but they probably want to make it out here first. Retro TVZ, tell me your thoughts right away. Do you feel like Bio's the way to go? Is it a mech map? What can we do different here as Terran?
I'm not very good with mech, so I just do bio. But I think that the dangerous thing on this map is the little pathways between the corner mains and running into lurkers.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're going to jump into it. I think our players are ready. So let's see what these two have to offer us here on Retro. And here are our players lining up. Ultra looking real serious. Real serious. And there's our map. So I think our players are ready. Let's dive into game number 1 between these two. Alrighty. In the top right corner, we have Hawk. And in the bottom right, it is Ultra. Yeah, man, Ultra played a really strong series. So did Hawk, playing with 2 really formidable opponents. So I'm excited to see here what they pull up, especially now that will Hawk over some crazy stuff again like he did against Mihu? Or will he switch it up and kind of play a little more standard?
I think he's going to play fairly standard this game. I think both of the games against Mihu, he was playing to the map very much, wasn't he, with those funny sort of pathways. So this one, I don't know that there's a way you can, not quite as much of a sort of a specific way you can play to the map anyway. So I mean, it seems to me like this map kind of suits Hawk's kind of more solid, standard kind of play. I'd love to see a 3-hatch before pool again though.
Yeah, that was wild, right? Like we were definitely, I wasn't expecting that, but Hawk pulled it out. No 8 racks here from Ultra. Surprising. I feel like that has been the build of the tournament. TVZ has been the 8 rack, so he's decided against it. Hawk,
and no wall either at the natural.
Standard. Yeah, no wall. Maybe we'll see some mech play out of Ultra.
That would be interesting to see.
Maybe some mech play.
Looks like a 12-hatch from Hawks going on there.
Pretty standard, right, from Hawk, 12-hatch. We'll see if he goes for the 12-hatch, 12 gas. That's going to indicate the 2.5. Doesn't seem so. Looks like he's going to go 12-hatch, 11 pool. Yep, very standard here. 12-hatch, 11 pool, 10 gas. Nothing too crazy.
I do like that about Hawk's players. He's very happy to sort of mix it up against across a really wide variety of builds. Makes it really hard to tell what you're going to face, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I think when you play at this level, you have to have all the tricks up your sleeve, right? Like, I feel like you definitely can't just be stuck in one build or one thing, because then players know you're going to do it, right? Then they're just going to run you over.
Or you could be Mihu and do the same thing. Not that he does this anymore, but you could do the same thing over and over again and just still win with it, you know? Maybe that's a Terran only thing, though.
That is Nyokin's go-to thing. So you're prepping for a tournament, do what you're good at, man. Do what you're good at.
Yeah.
If they can't beat it, don't stop.
Yeah, I mean, there's logic in it, to be fair. A lot of logic in it.
For sure. So everything seems very standard here in this game. Nothing crazy, no wildness. Everything is just playing out normal, natural here. Going for a second barracks here from Ultra.
So Hawk's going to know the exact instant that he has to put down the Sunken to defend this 2 racks, presumably 2 racks academy play from Ultra. Keeping on top of that
4
SCV.
lings, so he'll probably not. He probably won't want to build a bunker here. No, seeing only 4 Zerglings, you know. No real need.
Yeah, you can save 100 minerals. I guess that makes a big difference, doesn't it? It's just having the confidence to skip it, you know? That's the difficult thing for me.
That's why I think with the SCV, you know, it's just so key to keep that thing alive, make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do, scout what it's supposed to scout, right? If he can do that, then you know you can be safe without it. Helps get those next 2 Marines down, kind of drive your build, right? Academy down here. Oh, Ultra moving out. Picks off 2 Zerglings. Probably gonna force more Lings or a Sunken out of Hawk, I would imagine.
Yeah, he doesn't take the risk of going out further, though. Doesn't want to get caught out with more Lings.
I think it's one of those fake move outs, right? Like you move out, you push it. I don't want to get caught with Lings, but if you're making Lings, you're not making drones. So let's make it happen, right?
And in that case, great read by Hawk not making a Sunken then, really.
Yeah, just I think he made a few more Lings just to make sure he was safe.
So he got some Speedlings to go along with his 2-hatch Muta then. And 2.5, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, 2.5 here.
So I guess we might see that move out from Ultra now. See if he can force some Sunkens now.
Probably gonna definitely force some Sunkens, right? I think he's gonna do it. Hawk's gonna just dance with these Lings, trying to get these Marines either to go away, peel off by the AI of them if they're not paying attention. If you just move them with an A move, I think all will be good here. Oh, see, and here we go. We have a little backstab here from Hawk.
Oh man!
Well done by him, man.
On the far bets, man.
Can he get more down?
That's so painful. Great read by Hawk there, whole decision to go in on those.
Yeah, I mean, now this is really going to slow down the production of the bio here, right? Maybe even get some SCVs, stop some turrets, enough time for his Muta. We see him pulling back because he has the Sunken, so he's safe. Let's see if this is going to slow Ultra down enough for the Muta to get in, because it looks like delayed some turrets. Some more Lings on the map.
Still a healthy drone count for Hawk, despite having quite a few Zerglings and Mutalisks coming on the way.
Yeah, drone count is good. Definitely. He picked off some SCVs here, so he should be feeling pretty good.
So I guess the next thing to go down for Ultra is he's going to be planning to chuck down a factory someplace. Oh, he gets the +1, okay. But what have we got? 5, 6 Mutas on the way down? It doesn't look like it was the kind of the clean 6 that you see sometimes in a perfect game, you know?
For sure.
It was one of those kind of scrappy early games though, wasn't it, with the extra Zerglings being made. Losing a Muta there. Ultra's happy enough to move out though. Now he knows that there aren't all that many Mutas on the map, so it looks like he's going to try and sort of posture a little bit. And I don't know if he wants to actually take control of that high ground or not. I guess he's going to be wondering how many Mutas there are in total. But it's quite nice to control that, isn't it? Because then you can't get stopped by the Mutas from going up there, putting pressure on the natural.
Yeah, for sure. We don't want him to be at your base, but if you're on the map, you know, you're feeling pretty good, but you don't want to lose your little Bioforce here. You're gonna catch him on the ramp. Oh, wow, good move there from Ultra, pulling those 3 Marines back. Looked like he saw the one that was targeted.
Yeah. It doesn't look like, I guess with the 2.5 you get quite a late third anyway. Oh, I guess he is actually going for the third now, isn't he? Yeah, okay.
He's going for the third. Definitely helps with the Muta production, helps with, you know, getting more drones out, all that good stuff, so.
So I guess Ultra, if he's playing pretty standard, his next goal is going to be getting down a couple of starports and a science facility and starting to sort of mass up those vessels. I don't know if Hawk has a Hydra Den down yet or not, but at some stage he's going to have to switch to relying on lurkers, isn't he, to defend that third? Because there's a point where I guess the Mutas just become not enough at the scale of the fights there. Go on.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice pick off.
Hawk doing some great micro here, really getting after these turrets, man. Knocks down 2, doesn't lose any Muta, takes a little bit of damage, but that's okay.
And quite hard to get back there to rebuild those turrets as well, and you're just going to get picked off if you try. That's quite nice.
Yeah, well done from him.
I guess we must have +1 on the Mutas or something, or... Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so there's still going to be a bit of a window, perhaps, maps where it can be bio on the map versus just mutas and lings. But I don't know if, I think Hawk's muta control is enough that he can weather that without too much trouble. Or at least it's looking like it's
wow, this is some really good micro from Hawk down here, man. Really picking off these things. Doing a great job.
So nice. Like 2-3 Marines going down with each hit, and I just don't see very many mutas dying.
Yeah, Hawk is doing a fantastic job, man. Taking off turrets, taking things out, doing a great job. Really crushing it.
I love those injured mutas that he's pulled back into that sort of safe spot back there as well. He's going to have sort of backup healthy ones to replace them soon. Droning up the third base now. So I guess this is going to be quite important. The first push out that UltrA does. It looks like he's pushing out before Vessel, just because he knows that there's no lurkers.
Yeah, I guess he can just push out on the map, right? He'll have the Vessel to make sure that there's no like hidden lurkers anywhere, right? You don't want to get caught by lurkers that may or may not be burrowed somewhere. So he'll be able to get out with the tanks, get out and do what he has to do, and he should be okay.
Yeah, but being able to saying that's easy, of course, but doing it against Hawk's Muta Micro. I mean, Hawk can turn a big bridge like this that we can see on screen into one of those tiny ones, basically, or at least makes it feel like you're walking over a tiny one with his mutas. 3 tank, 1 vessel. That's a nice army. But that's going to be a critical vessel to keep alive. I wonder if Hawk will make any Scourge to pick that one off, because he really needs that first irradiate.
Yeah, I would imagine so, that he would do that.
I don't know if UltrA scanned
down
the third at this stage or not, if he scanned it, because he's taken the natural, so perhaps not quite as likely to be scanned as a main.
Yeah, I really like that Hawk did take that natural, though. When you can hold it, like, you're in such a good spot, right? Like, you can be able to take us forth so easily. I mean, it's just a matter of, can you hold this push here? This 3-tank push is about to be so strong. Defilers are not out yet. Radiate goes down on the Muta. Oh no, he's got to split those. No, split those, Hawk. Hawk, split those. Oh my goodness.
It's that split second he wasn't necessarily looking at them. And we saw Hawk do so well, I think, against Muta in picking off tanks. Against Mihu in picking off tanks, I think, earlier. But not with those wounded Mutas.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Can Hawk hold this?
It's these 3 tanks again, like with the game with Mihu, that are just being saved and kept safe.
Yeah, this timing has just been so strong for UltrA.
Oh, and
UltrA going in. Oh, we do have some lurkers coming from the back here, but UltrA coming back. Wow, man. What timing of those reinforcements.
If you can land some good spines here, you might survive a bit longer, but I think this natural hatchery definitely has to go down at this stage. I don't think there's any saving it from those tanks.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think Hawk here hoping that he can get his Defiler out, but we're just in trouble here.
Still got the third base, reasonably healthy over on the left, and a Nidus between them. Or at least there was a Nidus between them. Oh, that's GG.
And there's GG from Hawk. He just couldn't get those Defilers out in time to stop that tank push, and UltrA able to take game number 1. Really well played from him, though.
Yeah, really good game.
UltrA really pressed the pace. I mean, we saw Hawk with that great backstab with the Lings. We thought that would slow UltrA down, but he was able just to hit his build, get those 3 tanks out. Hawk couldn't get a pick on them, and that would be all she wrote for game number 1 there. So will Hawk go back to Dark Origin? You think he'll try to pull out the same build that he did against Mihu and try to mix things up?
Well, I don't know if he's. I don't know if the players have seen each other play yet. So on a line, I don't know. I don't know if he saw the games between Mihu and Hawk or not. So I don't know if he can reuse the strategy. I'd love to see it again.
Yeah, I mean, not sure if he did either. We'll see right here. So, but it all depends on what Hawk is going to pick. He needs it, because if he loses, he will be out. of this BSL, so he definitely needs to pick something he's comfortable on and ready to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our players here facing up against each other, getting ready. Both of these guys, ton of BSL experience, ton of game experience, and he is going back to Neo Dark Origin. Wow, man, he is saying, you know what, I'm going for it, I'm gonna get him, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and it wasn't a cheese either. It was a very map-specific play, but it wasn't a cheese at all. It was just sensibly kind of using the map features.
Yeah, I think it was fine, right? I don't think it was anything too crazy. I think it was fine. I think that he kind of was well thought out, well played. It wasn't an all-in. I think, you know, if he can get it done and he can use it against him, why not, right?
Yep, just has to make sure he doesn't get contained like last time, I guess.
Doesn't get contained, gets out there earlier. Maybe that would work out for him a little better. We'll have to see what he decides here. All right, our players are ready. Let's jump into game number 2, sorry, between these two players. All right, and in the top left corner, it is our red Terran. It's UltrA. And in the bottom right, we have Hawk. All right, man, I wonder, are we going to see that early drone go out? Are we going to see him get a little crazy with it? What do you think?
I reckon we will see the early drone go out. I'm not sure if he'll try and get away with that 3-hat before pool again, although I do hope he does.
Yeah, I think he should definitely try to do. That'd be fun if he did it again. Not sure. I mean, I guess you got to be careful because you don't know if he's seen the replay. Next thing you know, he's going BBS by your base. But looking like an in-base wall, man. Maybe he's gonna. We're gonna see some mech play.
Mech or a 2-port Wraith would be interesting.
That would be wild, right?
Yeah. I don't know if UltrA's one of those players that likes to mix in mech commonly, but I'm sure he like Terror. I'm sure that he would be happy to mix in the occasional Wraith opener. So 12 hats from Hawk.
Yeah, seems to be pretty standard from him. UltrA, we're still waiting on seeing what he'd like to do.
11.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I was wrong about the early scout. Would have been
Curse
useful.
of the commentator, man.
Yep, that's it. So 11-10, I guess. Perhaps he figures that UltrA's more likely to open with an early Rax pressure.
Yeah, it seems so, but we see that is not true at all. He is going for some mech play here.
11-10-9. Interesting.
Yeah, definitely going to be strong here if it was an 8 Rax, but we know it's not that. It's definitely something different. Do you think he'll build the factory in his main, or do you think he'll build somewhere on the map? Because I feel like a lot of Terran have proxied these factories. See,
you know what?
See, well, he's going to build the bottom and lift it. See, I've been seeing this a lot.
Yeah. Which makes me think there's definitely going to be a starport, or at least one starport to follow it up as well, isn't there? Before shifting into the expansion.
Yeah, for sure.
But Hawk's going to have his natural down well in time for it, and he's got a reasonable read on the speed of UltrA's expansion as well. So I think by this point he might know that something's a little odd, even if he hasn't actually drone scouted the wall.
Yeah, he's already putting down a creep colony. He's like, well, you have no wall out there. You got no Marines out there. Like, what else could it be? He's even checking behind to make sure that we're not building a factory over here and flowing it over. So he's gonna watch to make sure we don't jump it or anything like that. I like that from Hawk. He kind of knows.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we see. Oh, it's gonna be 2 ports, I reckon. It is going to be 2 ports.
Oh, man, it is going to be double port. Wow, okay, so UltrA pulling out something really different here, going 2-port Wraith. I don't know if we've seen that this season yet, but definitely getting crazy here. I like it. Again, UltrA pulling out some interesting builds.
Yeah, I wonder if I wonder if Hawk immediately pops down a Hydra Den as soon as he knows that something's really weird now, because he sees that there's still no second base for Terran. So does he chuck down a Hydra Den immediately just to be ready for it? Oh, straight in the spot. Okay. So there's a small window, isn't there, against 2-hatch Muta where you can have Wraiths taking down Overlords before the Mutas pop. And then I guess it's just down to how much Ultra wants to commit to the 2-point Wraith, whether he wants to do an expand behind it somehow with maybe a bunker and a few Marines, or if he wants to go one base sort of all in with it.
Hawk kind of knows what's going on here, taking care of business, but is he going to be able to jump it over? Oh, not successful the first time.
Oh yeah.
He gets it in. All right, well done. Here we go now. Let's see how we can micro up this ramp. Ooh, gets one link. That shot misses. Oh, we have a lot of friends.
Yeah, I like how it's distracting Hawk here as well while the Wraiths are being made.
Yeah, he's like, what's going on here? Is this just mech play? You're going to move out? Oh, we can hit the gas from there. Okay.
Good thing it's a Vulture. Come back in 10 minutes.
Yeah. I guess more annoying than anything, right? Like, you're really not going to get too much done. But no Wraith have made it across the map. Remember, this was an earlier pool and gas timing, so we're going to have Muta. Oh, we have some skirt. Wow. Hawk reading into this pretty well, man.
I think Ultra's going to expand behind this, you know. He backed up a little bit of money and... oh, no, he's just full on pumping the Wraiths. Oh, wow. What a big one.
Hawk gets the first Wraith right away. Man, that's a big pickup.
That's because the 2 Wraiths could have just combated that Muta head on and just kept it down, I reckon. But just down to 1, that kind of tips the balance a bit, doesn't it? Armor.
Yeah,
okay.
That's going to slow down Ultra a ton, right? Not being able to have that extra Wraith, looking to have 5 to snipe some drones, and you lose one now, you're definitely going to feel the pressure.
Yeah, and he has to make turrets now as well against these Mutalisks. So it does look like he's full on committing to the race, though. He's not expanding at this stage or anything.
Yeah.
Does he want to mix that with some bio though? I wonder. Start to make off one base. Oh, he does too. Yeah.
We'll see if he'll. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go into like a 2 or 3 racks follow up behind this, right? I think that's pretty standard for Terran that want to be able to push out.
Still playing quite defensively, I guess. He's waiting for the Mutalisks to show up.
Yeah, I think he knows he has time, right? He has that time that he can use right now, but he doesn't want to get his Wraith get caught across the map. And now that he has 6 and Cloak, maybe he'll see if he can do some damage. Hawk putting down a 3rd base, knowing he's under no pressure, right? There's not much these Wraith can do while they're at his base because he has Overlords, he has a ton of Muta. The Wraith don't fight super well, especially in equal numbers or less. Ultra confirming the 3rd.
So I guess that's gonna be his target then once his bio gets out there. But still, the race with he's got speed on his Overlords now. So I guess the map control starts to shift again to Hawk now.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder if you ever make Valkyries with this once you know it's mass Muta. They are very expensive.
They are very expensive. Let's see if we can get a couple picks here. We get... Oh no, I think this might have been a little bit of a misstep. Yeah, I think he's going to have to run away. We weren't able to snipe anything there.
So I guess it's going to be the main thing that's building up then is going to be Ultra's first push out with the massive bio to go along with the Wraiths and how well Hawk holds that. It's still just a 2 racks from him, I think, last time I saw. But and also he does have an eBay down for those turrets, so he could be upgrading that bio as well. But it looks like he is still popping out Wraiths as well, so it's very much Wraith bio sort of all in from one base.
Ooh, we do get some drone picks, man.
That was nice. He's being very thrifty with his cloak, isn't he? He's not just cloaking on and off all the time because it costs a good 25 or 50 energy, doesn't it, when you even turn it on?
Yeah, you don't want to just keep flipping it on and off, right? You want to make sure you're conserving some of that. I mean, he also just can't get caught on the map, right?
Like that?
Oh no! Just like that. Okay, he's able to get away with 3 are really low. He's got to be careful, man. You get these. If those Muta get on top of the Wraith, they're just dead. Like this right here.
Yeah.
Oh, he does snipe the Overlord though. Doing some great micro. Able to snipe the Overlord, snipe a Muta. Really well done from Ultra, man. All right, I think we're getting a little greedy now. We're getting a little greedy.
It's a matter of pixels, isn't it? How close you can go. It's such a fine line to be able to walk. Yeah, and then that happens. That's rough. And repairing these, even if they get away, repairing them takes so much time, so much effort. That is really. 3 racks.
Yeah, 3 racks. Gonna push through. See what we can find.
I guess lurkers would be really difficult to stop, but I think Hawks.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We're using these Wraith like vultures, man. Flying in, sniping out some things, running away. But now the Bio is here with these. Now the game has changed, right? We have Muta versus Bio and Wraith. Let's see. Oh, we're trying to cross the bridge. I don't know, man. I don't think we have enough here for Terran.
It's the bridges again, man. They're just the mortal enemy of anyone who tries to attack.
Yeah, I mean, but we're flying around with these Wraith. Maybe we're picking up an Overlord, picking up a drone.
Yeah, I don't think he's building more Wraiths anymore. I think he's full on with this 3 racks production. And there's such a big ball of Mutalists now. That's really tricky. He's got some great damage here and there, but Hawk's so resilient, eh? He'll lose drones here and there, but oh, the burrow, nice.
That's really good. I like that from Hawk.
And we're on 1 scanner as well because there's only 1 CC.
I mean, we're just on 1 base. I feel like we're just so all in versus versus a Zerg that's on 3 bases, has enough larva and has a ton of units, right?
I wonder if at this stage you consider Valkyries. Again, it's a huge investment off 1 base, and the Scourge can just ruin your day immediately, can't they?
Yeah, they could. You would just not be happy.
He's gonna have to pick. He's gonna have to find picks like this with the nice positions and that, and then gradually build his army to the point where he can engage them, I guess. Oh, it looks like
right.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, Hawk's going for it. He's like, I had enough of you poking and prodding. We're just gonna go here and crush this. But at the same time, at home, he's lost a ton of drones. We're about to lose all of our Overlords and be supply blocked.
I don't think he was expecting the turrets there, was he? The massive turrets.
Yeah, and now we're coming home, and is this too much damage, Fonger? Has Ultra done it?
He's still out supplied by Hawk, but that's.
Oh my God, we have no Overlords.
Oh, the pickles of the Overlords.
We have no Overlords, so we're just gonna run away. Oh my God, man, we're down to 11 drones.
That is lovely. So that means there must be so many Mutas out on the map because he's still out supplying Ultra. There's like 3 control groups. There seems like 3 control groups of Mutalisks.
Yeah, just.
Does Ultra now expand? He must be about 9 down.
Yeah, he's starting to get there. We're flying in with these Wraith again, man. Oh my goodness. Still just sniping drones. He's just like, you know what? I'm just going to take out the rest of your drone line and be... Oh my God, no way. No way he gets out. Okay, this Overlord has to get him.
Oh, there's so many Overlords.
Okay, alright. We were able to finally clean up these Wraith. Get rid of them. Oh, 1 makes it out. Okay, he's the lone survivor. We'll take him.
So the Wraith shenanigans are over momentarily, but we've got Bio shenanigans to replace them.
Oh, armory going down, man. I think we're just going to go for, like you said, mass Bio and Valk. Oh my God, he's hiding the Wraith again here, Fonger. He's going to just keep backstabbing with the Wraith. And we're down to 14 drones, so we're really mining poorly all over the place. Ultra may have done it.
Man, yeah. The only concern I have for Ultra is what's the plan? Is he going to float his main CC down to his natural?
He He might,
He's going to mine out soon.
Yeah.
And also, Valkyries cost so many minerals, so it's going to be a matter of he can probably only afford like 2 before he has to either make a natural CC or make another 2 and just go all in.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have to just go for it, right? Like you can't mine out. I mean, like you said, he could float it.
Yeah, yeah. If there are no lurkers, what do you need the scan for? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so sneaky.
Wow,
and that's enough to one-shot drones as well, I think.
Yep.
So.
Yes, it is.
Cluster of Scourge, but there's an Overlord up here, I think, somewhere. Unless it got sniped. Did it get sniped?
Oh, he got it. Okay, okay. Hawk said enough of this nonsense, man. Enough of this nonsense. I'm not letting you do this again. I've seen this play out.
And Hawk's actually ahead of him on the work account again now. He's properly powered out some drones there.
All right. This is a pretty big army, though.
This is it, isn't it? Now it's going to be the 4 to 6 Valkyries with +1 against whatever Hawk has, and hopefully for Ultra at that stage, all Hawk has is muters. Because if he's got something else, then there's trouble.
Just too much, man. It's crazy.
I guess Hawk must know that there's a lot of bio out because he saw the Raxes when he went there with the Mutalist, I think. So if he finds out that there's no, so he sees that there's no natural CC, he knows it's bio something all in.
Yeah. Okay, this is great from Hawk, right? Like just whittle down this army. Oh, just don't get caught by the Valks. Should be feeling good. Wow, these Muta are 2-1, man. They are tanky Muta.
That's pretty incredible, and the +1 weapons hasn't quite finished on the Valkyries yet, but it'll be done pretty soon, I think.
Yeah.
But I think this army ought to be able to deal with all of the Mutalists, I think. So long as Hawk doesn't have anything else to go along with the army, I reckon Ultra could take the main battle.
Yeah, I think that would be the best thing for him. Can he get these? Oh no, the Scourge don't get on the Valks! I don't know, but there's so many Muta, man. I think that Hawk has done it here. Yeah,
oh,
GG
wow.
there from Ultra. I was going to say, I just don't see how that many Muta can die to just what's there. They're 2-1. They're super strong. So Hawk able to tie the series up. So well done from him. So that makes it down to the rubber match, man. 1-1, tied up. Ultra's map pick. What do you pick as Terran?
Oh man, that's tough. So I've just lost on a 2-player map. I don't know. Maybe a 3-player map. Just mix it up a bit. I'd go with Apocalypse.
Yeah, Apocalypse. Yeah. Try to see what's going on. That's definitely not too bad. I don't mind that at all. Let's see what Ultra's gonna do here, man. I mean, he pulled out a crazy build. I don't mind it. He's definitely done a good job of mixing up his build. So has Hawk. So I think these guys are probably in like this weird spot. Like, well, what are you gonna do? I don't know. What are you gonna do? Let's see. Kind of crazy here. Oh, going super standard. Going polypoid, man. Going polypoid. I think as standard as it gets. You see here, pretty close statistics, right, of over all those games. I mean, 56.9% is a pretty, actually not, is marginally pretty good there for Terran, so not too bad. But all right, I think our players are ready. Let's get into game number 3. All right, in the bottom right corner, it is our Blue Zerg. It is Hawk. And in the bottom left, we have Ultra. All right, here, let's see what we're gonna do here. We're gonna get something crazy. Are we gonna get some sort of 8 racks, some BBS, or are we just gonna have a standard game?
Well, what do you do in a deciding game? Are you the kind of player that would occasionally kind of chuck in a 2-gate proxy zealot sort of rush into a deciding game, or is that again more of an earlier in the series thing?
You know, I think it depends on how you want to play it, right? Like, if you're just going all out and you don't mind and you're okay with it after, like, living with that decision, right? Like, this could knock you out of the tournament.
True.
Are you happy that you went with a proxy double gate somewhere? And if you can live with that, you're like, you know what, I went for it. I wanted to get crazy. I try to just win the game. Okay, but if you're gonna look back and have some regret and say, man, I wish I would have played a standard match. I really wish I would have done that. Then I think, I think you just do it. You just play standard and try to get it done. But
Which is what it looks like
that's
Hawk's
me.
doing.
Yeah, it looks like Hawk's doing, but that's just me personally. I don't mind. So
still looks like it's not going to be a tech opening so far from Ultra. I guess we're round about the time where you'll take the gas if it was going to be a tech opening.
yeah,
My guess is he just goes with the standard one rack CC. The follow up from there. We saw in game one he went for the 3 racks into vessels and tanks, didn't he? The 3 tank 1 vessel push he was quite fond of.
he's been pretty successful with that build. So I don't see why he wouldn't go with something like that again.
It does make sense, and he's on close spawns as well. So I guess that's going to work out quite nicely for him.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think if he could do it and just kind of push through, it's the build you've been going. It's fine.
They both know where each other are basically now, don't they? Straight into the 2 hatch for Hawk.
Yeah, Hawk playing super standard, nothing crazy. It seems like UltrA is as well.
And with the last scout there, as UltrA wasn't able to do the 15cc thing that perhaps he would have liked to do to follow up on seeing the 12 hatch. But that also means he's got a few more Marines initially. And we've seen him do quite nice little 4 Marine moves out in the earlier game as well. So perhaps he'll put a bit of pressure on like that again. And perhaps Hawk will mind game him and just run lots of speed links by.
That'd be wild.
Looks like just the four links again.
Yeah, I think Hawk is like, you know what, I'm just going to play a standard game. I'm not going to get crazy. I won last game. I don't, I don't think that's a poor idea.
Getting scouted, I think, by that Overlord was nice because so there's not really much option. I mean, if you show up unexpected with a few Marines early game against Zerg, if you're prepared to take the risk, then it's all right. But if the Zerg has that much warning, then they've got so much time to prepare, really. And it looks like 2 racks Academy again, I think, from UltrA.
Yeah, he seems that's like his standard, build that he likes, right? Like 2 racks, little pressure, get on the map, 2 racks of CAD, like nothing too crazy from him, man. I think that's good, right? I think that's a really solid thing to do.
Yeah, so it's a nice punch that it gives you early on, isn't it? And then also the information and making the Zerg react to it.
Force out some sunk-ins, things like that, It's totally fine.
That's nice. He's doing the 3rd hatchery in a natural again, and he's going to have the Lings and Mutas out to cover it. I'm interested to see how long it takes Ultra to find it.
Yeah, I think he feels that his Mutamicro is strong. I feel like he thinks that it's totally okay, so he's like, you know what, I don't mind it. It's going to let me take a 4th base. I think that's solid. A lot of players do that. Players do take the top right corner sometimes and in this case, top right corner, but they take the main because they want to be able to put lurkers on the ramp. But Hawk said, I'm just going to use my mute and I'm going to be okay. He has the drones ready for those 2 sunk-ins if he needs it.
I love that, how they're just ready. He knows exactly when they'd be likely to come out. One thing that's interesting about this game is that Hawk is going to have more gas quicker with this early 3rd on location as opposed to the 2.5, which is the other game.
Yeah, for sure.
What he does with that. Fast Hive. eBay's going to be just in time, I think, just in the nick of time, the turrets. No move out yet from UltrA. I guess he knows that the mutas are just about to pop, so there's no point really.
Yeah, he doesn't feel the need to do it. Doesn't feel like he knows I'm going to do it. Why move out now? Let's just defend. Let's get it together. We'll be fine.
So rather than forcing Sunkens, he forced Hawk's drones to chill out on location, ready to make their Sunkens for a bit. That's something, you know. Denied mining time.
Anytime you can, you know, get 2-3 drones off, hey, it's something, right? Like you're getting some eco damage. All right. Nothing too crazy so far. Both players playing very standard, +1 attack coming in from Hawk.
Lots of turrets at Ultra's natural. I guess he's had bad experiences in the natural in the past, but it looks like Hawk's going to choose the main at the moment.
Hawk's going in the back here. Sees only 1-2 turrets. He's like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. He needs to just get as many SCVs as he can with as minimal losses. Oh man, 3 turrets there, but getting a pretty good amount of SCVs here, Fonger. Doing a good job.
Found such a good spot there.
1 muta dead only from that, man. That was really well done. Really hurts the SCV count. Look at that, 27 drones to 21 SCVs.
That is amazing. Wow. Yeah, he's well ahead. He's got extra base and he's got more drones. And map control at the moment. Ultra's going to have to do a lot of damage with his first move out, I think. Nice.
Yeah, I think he's really going to have to pressure Hawk, force something out, because Hawk right now is just steamrolling forward, man.
Put down a 4th hatchery on location there at top right as well. That's he knows where he's at in the game. He knows the damage he's done. Factory's nearly done though, so we're slowly on our way to vessels, steadily. So does he really want to engage in here though? Looks quite scary. He's got +1, I guess.
Yeah, he does. He's got +1. He's got a good muta count. Taking out 2 turrets already and an SCV. Oh, only loses 1 muta again. Let's see if he comes back in for more now, knowing in there. And every time that he can force a stim out of Ultra, that's wasting medic energy. Coming right back in, knowing like, hey, oh my goodness, man, he killed 2 SCVs on that bounce. 3, another SCV gets killed now with the bounce.
It's amazing to me that Hawk's able to do this much damage with it, and it's not even an all-in, you know?
Yeah, not an all-in at all. And right now, he is just shredding down Ultra Natural, man. Killing a ton of SCVs. Non-stop, he is just flying in. He has totally destroyed this base. He scans that he has a 4th. I wonder if he knows about the 3rd. I'm assuming he does. Now realizing that's a 4th, saying, oh my goodness, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Look at that, 20 SCVs, Fonger, not where you want to be.
No. And not even with the science facility out there. He just doesn't have the cash, I don't think, after all those losses. And he was stopped putting down his natural gas.
I'm surprised that Hawk doesn't keep abusing this area over here where, you know, he knows that there's no turrets. See, as I say that, of course, he's flying back in here. Looking to take somewhere out. I think eventually we might see him fly into them. Oh my goodness, he's just going for it here.
This is where it can go wrong though, isn't it? I mean,
I don't know, man. I think this might be an overstep a little bit. That was a group and a half of muta. Now we're down to just 10, 8. Maybe a little bit of a misstep, but he's doing so much damage. I mean, that was, I think, a misstep, like you're saying, but he's using the factory to bounce it onto the Marines and SCVs.
He's got a strong enough economy that he can basically afford to do those at this stage, isn't he? I mean, a couple of those in a row, and I think Ultra is able to push out, but probably gets away with just the 1.
He can never secure this area right now is the problem. Look at this. He is just killing so many SCVs.
Yeah, and I think he's going to have to work really hard to keep the first vessel alive if this muta harass keeps up.
I mean, we were at 20 muta, now we're down to 4, but oh my goodness, we have so many at home, and we were just mining gas. It looks like we are just literally going to mass muta. I have a feeling here, once he sees Ultra move out, he's just going to go for the backstab. They're just going to go for it.
He sees him now. But does he have the muta mass too, or is he just going to pile on top of the main army?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I say
there's not
late
much
90s.
for Terran, man. We really
Yeah.
don't have that much bio. I mean, look at the supply right now. Hawk 96 to 51, taking a 5th base, and
That's
just
amazing, and that's not gonna
no
get stressed, though.
hive, just Muta.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Upgraded meter as well as +1/+1 shortly, won't it?
Here we go.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going
just go.
back in for more.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's really nice.
Gonna radiate. He's got to split that out ASAP. Okay, he got it out. Damage down though.
I think that's enough damage to sort of stave off harass for a minute, isn't it? So, got a bit of breathing room.
Yeah, I thought Hawk would maybe start to harass in other areas, knowing that the army is there, so that he could continue to just like get on the production, force him to move, never let him out. Oh, he scans it. He knows it. Wow, Ultra, what a scan.
We're getting close to another irradiate as well, but it's not quite there, I don't think. Not quite enough energy.
I don't know, man. Is this a misstep from Hawk?
So much damage, though.
No, it's not. I thought it would have been a little bit too much bio and turrets, but those Muta are so upgraded. What do I know about Zerg? Oh my goodness, Muta just running over bio, running over vessels, running over turrets.
Wow. Wow. This is, I'm sure I've seen Hawk talk about this in some strategy guide or something, in terms of, you know, this is technically the counter this and this and this, and he's just sort of, I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess with that damage early, this is just
sure.
viable.
We've seen nonstop, and there's the GG from Ultra. Wow,
Nice.
man.
Nice,
That
nice,
was a lot.
And that was just down to the Muta micro, wasn't it? Really?
Just the Muta micro, especially just coming in, killing so many SCVs with that first flock of Muta. Been able to snipe SCV after SCV, taking down turrets. I mean, just crazy, man. Hawk flexing his muscle and earns a spot in the decider match against Chow G. So let me say this about Hawk, man. His ZVP is crazy. He is a monster ZVP player. So Chow G, I know he's really strong, but he's going to have his hands full. Though, I think we have a wild card in shooting break. I think we've seen it one time so far. So we're going to see some shooting break here. We're definitely going to see how this goes down, and who's going to be in the next round of 8 here.
Yep.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
So I think we're going to be jumping probably into our match here pretty shortly. Shooting break, I've played a couple games on it myself. Definitely different. You know, we have double ramp with the gas that's behind your expansion that you technically could long range mine if you wanted to through the eggs. I'm not sure if that's going to come into play. Definitely a game where it could get weird because you have space behind your natural that leads to a ramp, like this is the double ramp, but a very open mid, but a lot of bases all over the place, with different ramps going up and down depending on the base you take. Some are in a low ground, some are in a high ground. Definitely going to be interesting to see what these players do on this map to open up.
I think we're going to see a lot of Mutalists from Hawk again with that extra third gas.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if the players decide to use it. I think you need like 4 or 5 workers to mine it kind of effectively a little bit. Like, it almost looks like you have 2 bases, but when I was doing a little theory crafting, we said, well, if you're a Zerg, you could probably just put your 3rd hatchery behind and mine that gas if you really wanted in mass Muta on this map, right? Like, if you're going to play some kind of 3 hatch and then use your 4th hatch at another base. So I'm really curious to see what Hawk comes up with here, because he is a really thinking player, really good with the game, really understands the game well. So I'm curious to see what he comes up with on this map.
Yep, same here.
All right, I think our players are ready. Let's jump in to game number 1, QiaoGege versus Hawk. Alrighty, in the bottom left, of Shooting Break, everyone's favorite map, it's Chow GG. And in the bottom right, we have Hawk. All right, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I've only played a few PvZs on this map for practice myself. It definitely can get weird. It can get interesting. I know Hawk isn't adverse to that like camper Zerg style where you take like another natural. And if you do that, you could be on 6 gas. So it'll be interesting.
Oh, 6 gas. Yeah, crazy. Is it a gateway map, forge map? Any of those particularly?
I think it's either or. I think, you know, it's not that far the bases. You could go with a gateway. I think we're going to see ChiaoGege here is going to go with the gateway. The probe is hanging out. We'll see how boosting is going for him depending on what time he gets this gateway. And it looks like he's going to get it at 113. Pretty good. Pretty good. I was told the best pros in the world get it at 109 if they boost like insanely crazy fast.
Nice overpull from Hawk. And close spawns.
Hawk, like other matchups, mixes it up, man. He may overpull, he may 9-pull, he may 12 hatch. You never know with him. So he definitely mixes it up a lot.
Yeah. I wonder how quickly he's going to be able to see this gateway expand. But I guess he's drone scouting now across the BSL Joe, isn't he? So he's going to get an idea. And he may well be able to tell from the timing that it's a 9-gate maybe as well. Do you always 9-gate when you gateway expand, by the way?
Not always. You can go, I think on certain maps it's good to go like a 10-gate and then you harass the 3rd.
Okay.
I think that's totally fine as well. I think there was like a little bit of a meta shift there for 10 gates to just go harass 3rds, block them, send them for a zealot there with the probe, slow them down, then just expand behind it. But if you're looking to do some damage, usually 9 gates the way to go. Versus the overpull, ChiaoGege's probably going to keep his... See what I mean about this? He sent his probe there, but it went through, and now it's going to go through the back.
Yeah.
But versus overpull, you're going to have to keep your first zealot home, maybe even bring a probe or 2 up to block. The ramps, the Zerglings don't run in. Shouldn't be a problem for ChiaoGege. Probably has done this a million times on ladder. We went with a 1 zealot and an expand versus the overpull.
Both players making a sort of prioritizing the eco a lot here. Hawk only making 4 lings, it looks like, and ChiaoGege not getting carried away on the defense side of things.
I'm really shocked by this, to be honest with you. Okay, no, there's the first zealot went out. I didn't see that. I missed that on the mini map. Now we have Hawk going to be microing his lings in ChiaoGege's base, but ChiaoGege also going to be forcing. And look at this, we have a full pull from thing. 1 drone goes down, a Zergling goes down, but really good damage. Lings running around out there.
That's an amazing drill there, but one drone.
All right. And this is why I don't love setting a zealot across the map, because now we have 3 Zerglings in our base. And 3 Zerglings can really cause some damage and havoc, right? You got to chase them around, got to pull probes, got to make sure you don't lose anything. Could get tricky here. And, you know, Hawk, obviously, his control is fantastic. He is not going to lose those 3 Zerglings for a little bit.
Are they as good as Zeke-lings? They're approaching Zeke-lings.
I think they're approaching the Zeke-lings. The Zeke-lings are crazy.
Nice.
Okay, 3 more zealots going out to do some pressure, which is great. Hawk aware, though, making some more Zerglings. Oh, I think another probe went down. So, a bunch of probes go down. You see that we're up a 5 workers here because we're making lings, but Hawk just running around. ChiaoGege trying to get on those lings that are popping out, but not able to. Going to try to fight by that gas. I love that. Trying to limit the surface area. And one thing to notice is ChiaoGege's gas and like core are very, very late.
Yeah, and +1 will be a little while because of that as well, won't it?
Oh my goodness, really good from him though here. Getting another drone kill, sniping some lings and a drone. Oh my goodness, these zealots are just in a really good area. Look at this. But I say that and I look at it and I mentioned the gas timing because we just started our Stargate. Should be okay. I mean, I could see Hawk going like 5 mute a couple skirts and trying to kill Chow GG here. Seeing this timing himself.
It looks like Hawk totally ignored his extra free third gas and just went straight for the third, real third base.
Yeah, he didn't. I thought maybe he'd even take the high ground, like right to the right, so he'd have a third gas, but he opted not to. He just said, you know what? I'm just going to take the mineral only. Problem.
Yeah, I guess it's useful to have the extra minerals there. Another pro pick off. That was lovely.
Ooh, I think we lost another couple drones. And now these zealots will get a full scout, and they will see like, oh hey, that's Spire almost done already. Probably gonna need to add a cannon as main. Really good pull there from Hawk.
Nice. What do you do as ChiaoGege having scouted that Spire? Apart from this cannon, do you also chuck down another Stargate? What's your plan?
No, I don't think you need double Stargate here because it wasn't double gas. Like Hawk may not even make any muti. He may just make Scourge and stop these Sair. I think you get up to the 3 Sair count. You see what they're doing. You add a cannon in both mineral lines, and you just sit from there. I like this. He got a full scout. He doesn't need to send the Sair over, so he's just going to kill the Overlord. Because what happens is if Zerg sees that you go double Stargate, other than getting +1 for air, they could just go 5-hatch Hydra and push you because you're going to have such a slow Templar tech.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then there's nothing really to fight against that because there's so many Sair. You may get supply block, right? Like Protoss may fly in, but if you go 5-hatch Lair, you'll be able to get speed on your Overlords and go as well. But I say that, the dance.
Nice,
He's gonna get this hatchery. And Hawksling's out of position, forces a cancel. That's big. And probably gonna get some. Hawk could drill to the. There's a mineral patch behind. That would allow you to drill through the eggs, but oh man.
How much is the late +1 hurting you here? Fair bit in this scenario, would you say?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, being able to 2-shot those lings would be fantastic, but the pressure's crazy. I mean, look at the worker count right now. Hawk just not able to make more drones like he'd like. He lost the hatchery, had to cancel it. 44 workers to, oh man, we had another Zealot in there, to 29 right now. You're feeling really good as Protoss right here. I was worried, oh no. No. Okay, he runs it away.
No.
Another drone. Yeah, you're feeling really good. Yeah, you're feeling really good now. Hawk forced to make some Muta to try to get it. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this, Hawk. Not like this. Not like this.
How long does it take him to see it? Oh, it's instant. Pretty much instant spot.
Yeah, it was a good job. He only loses 2 drones. Probably gonna lose that. Sunken. Oh, maybe not. The lings are here.
Trap. Great trap.
Yep.
It's gonna have one hit point when it's spawned, isn't it?
Yep. Let's see now if he can get something done. Chow GG, man. 52 workers.
He's really good at keeping up the worker production, ChiaoGege. No matter how the game's going, he's just constantly.
And +1, my goodness.
So what's Hawk got to? Does Hawk have to switch up to Hydras now in light of the number of Corsairs that he can see?
I would probably want to start transitioning out, or he has to go mass Muta.
Yeah, and he's only got 2 gas, so I guess the mass Muta's not really that viable. I don't know. So switching across to Hydras, he's half the workers at the moment, thanks to that damage from those zealots of QiaoGege.
Yeah, I mean,
still 3.
I mean, this is going to be crazy timing here. He knows the Hydra Den is late. He knows there's not much. He's probably going to push right to this base here because he knows if he gets 1 hit on that Sunken, he's going to kill it. But there are a lot of Hydra, a lot of lings in a really good Sim City. So I'm not sure he can bust it here. And if he just targets the Archon with the Sunken, I think he'll be okay. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be tricky. Oh, man, he's supply blocked really bad. So he can't reinforce at all, but QiaoGege does sacrifice his whole army here. Wow.
A whole ground attack was a bit of a decoy, wasn't it, for the Zers to just smash the Overlords?
Yeah, I mean, we're 47 to 13. We've been taking econ damage. To have to reproduce all of those with 8 gateway count coming up, I think we're just going to see one more push here from QiaoGege.
It's amazing because, of course, Hawk can't remake Max's army at the moment, can he? Because he's got the supply blocked, but then there are so many gateways for QiaoGege. QiaoGege doesn't seem interested in taking a third at this stage. He's definitely doing the 2 base power.
Yeah, 2 base, 8 gate, just non-stop pressure. We see more Muta now coming out for Hawk. I don't know if he lowered the Ser count enough to want to fight with Muta, but oh, we're going to go Muta Scourge here. We're going to lose some more Overlords, I think, right here. Yes, we are. All right.
Yeah,
oh, only one.
For Hawk. Whereas I don't see any goons for QiaoGege.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any lurkers at this point, only because we're on 2 gases and we decided to go a Muta switch.
Right. Okay.
Which I'm surprised he decided to go with the Muta switch, only because there are Ser on the map.
He knocked out a couple, didn't he, with the Scourge just then? So maybe if he can get a few more pickoffs, then he can get air superiority back.
That's definitely possible.
Great pickoffs on these pellets, I love it.
The Muta man himself here, Hawk. I just don't know.
Poor Stormy boys.
No carapace on these Muta versus +1 Ser. 60 workers versus 31 right now. QiaoGege. Oh, good snipe on that Ser. I love that from Hawk. Knows if he lowers the Ser number, he can kill the Templar with the Muta. So really well done from him.
He's got enough.
Hawk may just fight, man. Yeah, I was saying, he may just fight here.
He doesn't get stormed.
Yeah, that's really good. And
Nice.
now, can QiaoGege handle these Muta without the Ser? I don't know. 4 Templar full of energy, but we're going to have to use a couple.
Lots of goons now as well, though, so I guess he's got some decent ground-to-air sort of defense as well.
And now we're going to see Hawk maybe even just fly in here and start trying to cancel this Nexus if he can. Cancels out 1 cannon. Going to go into the back here, but we do have 3 cannons here from QiaoGege. He's like, yeah, you're not going to backstab me. And QiaoGege is triggered to go across the map. He's like, all right, your Muta are gone. Let's fight. Just Hydra alone. Not enough for my 1-1 army here. No lurkers, no problem. Oh my god, massive storm on the Hydra. The Mutas are going to have to come back. These Templar have been out for a while. They should each have 2 storms. I don't know if we have the upgrade for it. Oh my goodness. Muta going down. Oh, Templar. Great job from Hawk to take out. We have a whole group of Hydra he needs to bring back. And there's a GG from Hawk.
The drone losses and the Overlord losses, that was very rough.
That was tough. I mean, he really tried to do what he could there, Hawk, but the constant pressure, man, from the Zealots just sniping drones and the supply block, like he was just so behind economically the whole time. He only had 39 drones, so really difficult, really tough. But Hawk, no slouch, man. He can handle this this kind of ZVP in this spot, so I think he'll be okay. But we're going to go into a short little break in between games. We're going to come back with the final match.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Razz had to go. Unfortunately, we had a break. There was also a time change, so we had to go. He had to go, but your guy from the backgrounds will jump Mr. Fonger in those incoming games in this last series. So far, we have 1-0 for Mr. QiaoGege, and now we have a map pick for Mr. Hawk. So what do you think Mr. Hawk can pick Mr. Fonger?
Man, I think he's going to pick Dark Origin again. He always picks Dark Origin. It's a nice map and he plays really well on it. But we'll find out because obviously Caster Curse, etc., etc.
Oh yeah, like I actually know what map it is, so I could.
Am I right? Am I right? We'll find out, I guess.
You are right, sir. This is the map. The map is going to be now Dark Origin. This is a.
This is the first time I've been right tonight.
Yeah, but this is because this is a pretty cool map for Zerg vs Protoss. If you will get to the mid game without getting to behind, because if you will contain your opponent, if you will contain Protoss behind those 3 bridges and you will have massive units in the middle, you can be kind of in control in the game. So I kind of understand this choice from Hawk. So that's understandable.
Nice. I'm looking forward to seeing what Hawk pulls out here. To be honest, I'm rooting a little bit for him. I see Zerg's actually a lot here with the high ground bases in ZVP. They like to sort of really fortify that high ground base, the sort of dark blue one on the left and the right. You can really make it difficult to attack up there.
Oh yeah. Okay then. So our players are ready. So without further ado, let's go to the second game between Hawk and Chow G. Okay, so spawning on the top left location as a brown Protoss directly from China, we are having Mr. QiaoGege. And on the bottom right, directly from USA as a red Zerg, we are having Mr. Hawk. So good scouting from Mr. Hawk. That's what's working for him. That's one of the.
Going the right way.
That's one of the good things in 2 players map, that you can send overload and be sure that you will find your opponent. So you will have the constant flow of informations going towards you. How many zealots is he building? Is he building cannon? Is he going for fast nexus? And stuff like this. So maybe that's also the reason why Hawk decided to pick this map.
Oh yeah, okay. And Joe seems to be hanging his zealot out at the front as well. So I'm guessing it's another 9-gate opening for him.
Yeah. This is what it seems like. It worked well the last game. He applied a lot of pressure, even though he let few links in, which caused some disruption. And I think Hawk handled the initial pressure very well, but then those 3 zealots later were a little bit too deadly, and he allowed them to trade a little bit too efficiently. But overall, I feel like Hawk should be relatively happy with the position he was in the game after the 9 gateway. Right now we have 11 hatch into 10 pool, which is actually perfect timing.
Let's go Hawk.
Mr.
Yeah, how do you feel about the 11 hatch? I'm sorry, I just muted you for a sec by mistake. But how do you feel about the 11 hatch against the 9-gate? How does that work out usually?
So this is the direct answer in my opinion. I just need to thank to Mr. Non-Tadev. Let's go Hawk. But yeah, this is in my opinion, like if I would have to pick, I would prefer to go 11 hatch into 9-gate than like overpool, because he should have the links just in time. Maybe they will be like late for like, I don't know, 3 seconds, but he should be able to maneuver with the drones and escape with them. So overall, I think the 11 hatch is a good build order against gateway first. You have additional larvas. He will have the links just in time. As you can see, the zealot is arriving to the third base, and he will deny the third base, which is actually a pretty big thing, because usually you are aiming to have this third hatchery around 2 minutes 45 seconds. So, but overall Hawk will have enough links to defend this aggression. But we can see QiaoGege going immediately for Nexus after 3 Zealots. So one thing I noticed about QiaoGege, he really likes to add a lot of early Zealots to apply a lot of pressure with them.
Yeah, and he did really well with them last game against it. Did you see Hawk just hide that drone at the third upstairs? And I think the Zealot completely missed it, and he just stuck straight back and grabbed it. It was nice.
Yeah, you're right. He missed it, and thanks to this, Hawk was able to build this hatchery in relatively good timing. Fortunately for QiaoGege, he will have a probe inside of the Hawk base. We can see so many links from Hawk. Is he going for mass link? He's trying to apply a lot of pressure. He sees this, the forge is late, so he wants to use this timing, but this probe is adding so much damage, and the micro from QiaoGege is so good. Oh, I think...
How did he do that? Wow!
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He traded relatively perfectly, I would say. 2 links in, that's not bad for Hawk, but there are still 3 Zealots which will regenerate the shield. The cannon is on the way. Hawk invested a lot. We can see 20 probes to 10 drones, and we can see more links coming from Hawk, so he is stepping on the pedal even harder.
Wow. It's nice to have those links in there for a bit of scouting and that, and to knock down, well, damage the cannon a bit, isn't it? But this is going to be so hard to break with just links, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's
so little surface area.
He could try to go with like 6 drones and try to mine the minerals in the back after going mass links, but I don't know if that's the thing that he will decide to go for. You can see that he's droning up, so he is trying to transition out.
I guess at least he's got a large army now to sort of deal with any kind of the similar 3 Zealot push out from last game. Perhaps it's a positive in all this.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's at least he didn't get too much damage with it, right? But he missed this one Zealot, which, I mean, he has those 4 links here, but this one Zealot will be able to at least scout how many drones there are, if there is a 4th hatchery or something like this. Those links are on top of it, but QiaoGege with a beautiful micro from Hawk.
Whoa.
Body blocking.
That was nice.
He needs to be careful to not lose this one drone. Every drone matters, especially if you are behind 12 of them.
So that seems to have triggered it. Seeing those 3 drones pop there seems to have given him enough information to decide he can just move out with those Zealots.
Oh yeah, you're right, because he's seen the larvas being spent not on links, and with the probe scouting the main base, he's seen that there was no Hydra then or anything like this. And what Hawk wants to do, he wants to trade against this Zealot before +1 will be done. On the other hand, if he's going for Hydra Bust, oh, and he is going for Hydra Bust but without upgrades, that's interesting.
Or was he just waiting for the first bit of so range, okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
So do you usually get range first when you're doing a bust? Is that a standard thing?
No, you are usually going for speed first because you usually need to deal with those Zealots. Speed helps you out-micro those Zealots. In theory, without speed, those Zealots can even try to beat those units, those Hydras plus links. So what Hawk wants to do, what he's aiming for, he wants to at least snipe the Forge with the range. But what he wants to do, he wants to also snipe the cannons. So we can see that Joe, after adding 3 gateways, he's adding more cannons. So
taking it very seriously there. 5 cannons. Is he popped down Templar Archives yet? Or is this still a bit too early in the game? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too early for him. He is still struggling to get those cannons up, but we can see that those Hydras have a problem with microing. On the other hand, Hawk is applying so much pressure trading against those Zealots, and this range helps a lot to range those cannons, but it looks like so many cannons from QiaoGege going up, so Hawk can even try to think about maybe switching to drones now. He will be able to snipe the Forge and Gateway. He forced a lot of cannons, But the number of drones is so low for him, oh my god.
So it's nice that he's been able to whittle down the zealot count, isn't it? Because it means he's sort of safe outside there, and perhaps until Storm. I guess even speed zealots can't break this quantity of hydras.
Yeah, definitely, you're right. That's the huge victory for him, because if there would be like those 8 zealots plus those 4 12 speed zealots, it would be very hard to fight against it. But now he should be relatively happy and safe droning up. But he's not droning up. He is making more and more hydras. He don't want to stop. In theory, the moment when your hydra bus is dead is the moment when this upgrade is done.
Right, yeah. And he's making another cannon just to be extra sure of that as well, isn't he? I guess his Corsair is getting him so much information.
Yeah, he can see that there are no more drones. He can see that the more hydras are being produced, so he knows that his eco is great, so all he needs to do is survive, and Hope will basically kill himself.
With 5 hatcheries, is there an option for Hawk to sort of stop making hydras now and just really smash out the drones, or is he too vulnerable then to a counter-attack of zealots?
I mean, I think now there is no option. I think it's a little bit too late. It's the gap is too huge. Like the 5 hatcheries gives you a lot of larvas to try to like jump in the number of those, but on the other hand, it looks like he can't break it, so drones might be an only option. But hard to say. Hope will try to do it.
Is the Storm gonna get him?
2 more energy, 1 more energy. Perfect timing of the Storm.
Oh, the zealots are so tanky to get through though.
Yeah, that's why you need to target fire the cannons first, because they're dying much faster than the zealots. That's why the Protosses are happy when the Hydra Bus is happening and the Zerg is attacking the zealots. Then it's great for them. And we have GG.
What play?
Mr. Fonger, nice. I don't know if you know, but I think this is the first or maybe second time I'm actually in the BSL studio officially doing the Pro League official cast. So that's actually
really nice.
Yeah, that's actually really nice, and that feels cool over here.
Yeah, no, that was really cool. I enjoyed that. That was good. It was interesting to have Razz on the side of the Protoss, and then obviously you on the side of the Zergs for that ZVP.
And you were Terran, right?
So strong, yeah, Terran, yeah. So I kind of didn't really know what was going on, but it was great games to watch.
Oh yeah, those were great games. Let me update the bracket, because that means that we will have Mr. QiaoGege advancing to the round of 8, along with Mr. Dawid and Mr. ZZZero. So we have Dawid, ZZZero, Mihu and QiaoGege in the round of 8 so far. 4 more players to join the party.
It's shaping up to be an amazing round of 8, honestly, with the players that are advancing now. I'm really excited actually to see our ZZZero in there as well. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it, especially that he showed some incredible games yesterday. A very good performance. I was talking with the casters after the cast went off that ZZZero was practicing in Korea with Dawid, and you definitely don't forget some stuff that you learned over there. So he definitely have some mechanics, some like reactions built into himself, and he is a decent player, excellent player, and he's also BSL 5 champion. So so far we have Mihu and ZZZero as a champions of BSL, and Dawid also as a champion of BSL 3. So only QiaoGege needs his championship so we will be able to call 4 champions in the round of 8 so far.
Oh yeah, have we got any more previous champions in the remaining groups as well? I guess we have, haven't we?
Yeah, we have Bonnie. Let me just check. For sure we have Bonnie. Terror got eliminated. Who else do we have? Yeah, it's actually only Bonnie left from the champions, because Terror got eliminated. Next week we're gonna have Group A, Ziki, Boa, SPX and Cross. And Bonnie, Dragon, Xiaoshui and Julian. So from those 8 players, only Bonnie is a current champion. Like currently, is a previous season champion, I believe. This season, current champion is Mihu right now. He won in the last season finals against Bonnie 5-0, so that was pretty convincing win. So I'm pretty sure Bonnie is looking for the revenge against Mihu.
The very last game of that series was one of my favourite TVPs to watch of all time. Fantastic game to watch. Really enjoyed it.
Of this best of 9 between
versus Mihu against Bonith a while back. Just amazing last game.
Yeah.
Very close.
Okay, guys, I believe this is it for today. We would like to thank, of course, our amazing sponsors and Patreons which make this whole BSL dream alive. Of course, we have amazing sponsor Esport Fund who also, because last season we didn't meet the goal, so they supported us, so we could come back with this season entirely and prepare all the graphics, all the animations and everything to be working well. We also have BSL 17 Gold supporters like Mr. CRVT, Mr. Gilsdy, Mr. PurePat and all the other fantastic supporters. You can check them out on the BSL web page in the tab sponsors. But we also have our fantastic Patreons which allows me to work on BSL. I'm working on BSL now half-time, but I managed to automatize a lot of things, so that's working well for me. And huge thanks to our amazing Patreons, Mr. Starlover and My Fleeting Dream with $100 a month, Mr. Striker, Believing Zero and Steve Schmidt, aka Zero Sam, with $50 a month, Mr. Team Cost, Tupocalypse and Niantic with $30 a month, and Mr. Madinho, JC, Steven Robertson, Mr. Cat, Surikata, Machine, Voltina Boulay, On My Way, Gordon Bradley, KJ, Streaming Channel, Daniel Lopez, LML, and Quark, and all the other fantastic supporters of BSL. This is the best way to support BSL. It allows me to focus on planning the future events. Sometimes planning the events takes like you plan the events few months ahead, so having the known amount of support helps to plan those events ahead. So this is the best way to support, and thank you very much, guys, to all of you for being the supporters. Even $2 or $5 a month is helping a lot, so thank you very much. And this is it, Mr. Fonger. How did you like the Pro League experience?
It was amazing. I really enjoyed that. We had a great lineup, great games today. I think we're saying goodbye to some amazing players, but no doubt we'll see them back next BSL. And I'm really excited at how the round of 8 is shaping up to look. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be awesome, but next week we're gonna have a round of 16, 2 more groups, and then 2 weeks from now we're gonna have a round of 8, so that's actually pretty hyped. We have a great groups coming next week, so I hope that all of you guys will join us and be part of this stream. Let your friends know that they should join, they should watch, because by watching you are also supporting BroodWar, you are also supporting BSL. And yeah, huge thanks to Mr. Razz for casting earlier, for doing majority of this cast. I just jumped in at the end, and huge thanks to Mr. Fonger for helping out today, for doing a great job casting. Thank you very much, man.
Sweet. Thanks very much, mate. I really enjoyed that. Cheers.
Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye. See you next week. Oh, and on Wednesday and Thursday we're gonna have BSL Gosu League cast on this channel, 8 PM Central European time. So we will see each other during Wednesday. Bye bye.